We are all our brother's keepers. Prime Minister Dr. the Most Honorable Hubert A. Minnis told residents during an Overthehill Community Development Partnership Initiative town hall meeting.
I've spoken to the contractor who is responsible for renovating the Southern Recreation Ground, and he made a commitment. He said, you know what he'd do? He said he would, whichever homes we select out of Centerville and Baintown proper, he would renovate those homes free of charge. And others will come forth because they can see what we're doing and what we want to do. And they'll come forth and volunteer also to do similar things. And in fact, the money that we're spending, it's contribution. It's individuals who have the same goals and ambition that I have to change the environment, and they are making financial donation to change the environment, to change the Overthehill and the impoverished areas. It's individuals who are concerned, and more people are concerned. And there's one particular group who has already made a commitment to contribute $600,000. And they've already contributed $300,000. Another $300,000 is to follow. One of the major banks have made a commitment to contribute $100,000 because they care also about you, but you must care about yourselves. I care about you. They care about you. But let us all work together.
The greatest benefit of
The series of dialogue with residents in the target areas focused on the Economic Empowerment Zone Act 2018 and the concessions therein during the meeting held at the Grantstown Wesley Methodist Church on Blue Hill Road and Meadow Street recently.
There are 4 basic taxes to which there is some exemption that will be given, and I'll explain how all that will work in real terms. It's customs duties and excise tax. There's breaks on business license fees, breaks on real property tax, and breaks on stamp tax. By our own estimation, we're talking about $7 million in tax exemptions and breaks that we would estimate on an annual basis that will be provided. If we give someone a customs concession, generally what they do, they run to Miami to bring in the stuff. Now, that's fine, but what that does, it disadvantages local businesses. Because if you have a lumber business or you sell blocks and we giving the person a concession, well, they ain't coming to you. They're going to Miami to take advantage. So this is where the TM Magic came in. And they worked really, really hard, so I want to commend all of them who participated in this. You will be able to use that same concession and get your customs duties concession even when you go to local participating vendors. So the team is working to sign up vendors, and once you get your certificate, with all the things you need, the shingles, your plywood, whatever it is you need, you can go to a participating vendor here and still get that same customs duty as if you were traveling.
Samita Ferguson, Executive Manager of the Overthehill Unit in the Office of the Prime Minister, gave a presentation on the Overthehill Initiative.
We are guided by 6 pillars such as social empowerment. Under this pillar, we want to provide poverty reduction programs, skills and job training, health and wellness initiatives, citizens security initiatives, simply said, to improve the quality of life through the introduction and enhancement of social and economic policies. Pillar 2, economic empowerment. Under this pillar, we will create incentives, tax and otherwise operate and expand businesses, boost the local economy, create jobs and ownership, and the redevelopment of land and business growth in the Overthehill area. Pillar 3, rejuvenation pillar. This pillar seeks to improve the physical surroundings, solid waste management, and significant infrastructure of Overthehill community. Pillar 4, smart technology. The government will strengthen the use of smart technology and facilitate increased access to Wi-Fi at public institutions and parks. Pillar 5, green technology. promote and incentive the use of green technologies and the development and preservation of green spaces, while creating economic opportunities and promoting healthy living among residents throughout the community. Pillar 6, youth and the elderly. We anticipate to invest in social interventions to improve lives, productivity, and safety of youth and elderly within the community.
Following the full lineup of presentations by officials, the meeting was opened to questions from the area residents of Overthehill.
I have lived in this community of Baintown for over 60 years, and I see this as a big thing. As a matter of fact, I see this as the biggest thing, the biggest effort that a government has made to come over the hill to help the good people of Baintown and the other poor communities.
They told me that I needed to speak with the controller. I then made an appointment, and then we had a long discussion, and then she in turn tells me that I need to write a letter to the finance department. I then went there, which I all have on documentation. I dropped off the letter, which would have been about 4 months ago.
But what I would ask you to do, because it's a specific problem, talk to them, and we'll make sure, and I know them, that we'll make sure that somebody follows up with that. We've had a bad problem and a bad name that we've created for ourselves with not following up with customers, but that has changed as of very recent, and we're going to address that.
You understand? We do our part every day, and all sorts of work going on around here. We got our license, we get everything, we do the e-commerce, everything. But unfortunately, there's no work for us, and we've been trying over and over repeatedly.
Just like the EM stated, we have about 10 other parks to renovate. That is on our list. We also moved the derelict vehicles on Martin Street too, next to the standpipes. We moved 4 of those. So we're working in that area, and I'll get your information, and we'll move forward, okay?
All right, thank you.
If we are going to move forward with all of the wonderful things that the government has already put in place, say whatever else you like. They haven't talked about what we're here talking about now. They've already put it in place. Although it's in place, this is the hard part now, to get the message out to individuals about what is necessary.
You have skilled people, skilled carpenters, you have skilled masons, skilled everything right here. We got people who could build Atlantis right from Main and Grandstand. You understand? So that's all I wanted to say. We represent more for the young contractors, you know, and we have a voice.
Are you registered with the Ministry of Works?
I have registered with the Ministry of Works, sir. Yes,
okay.
sir. There's I don't intend to bring no type of negative energy. I'm just saying.
No.
We as young people, you know, we need a voice. We don't have a voice. You know what I mean?
Hi, sir. I am glad that Ace just asked that question, because I did mention earlier, if you are registered with the Ministry of Works, have already pre-qualified, just ensure that your name would definitely be in the system. There are 10 other parks that we have upcoming that needs renovation. And so once your name is there, you leave it with us, we would ensure that you are contacted.
And then just importantly too, one of the things that will be announced very, very shortly is an entrepreneurial program which will give capital and even grants to young persons from impoverished backgrounds. So the young entrepreneurs, young contractors will be able to get both loans and grants, both in the Family Islands and in New Providence from the area, in particularly targeting young people and young people from disadvantaged backgrounds.
I just want to thank you for the wonderful work and how this project is growing and taking off.
The designated areas for the zone are Delancey Street North to Wolf Road South and Nassau Street West to Collins Wall in the east. Other areas will be zoned in similar fashion. Those areas are Englerston, Kemp Road, Fox Hill, Rock Crusher, Gambier, and other pockets of poverty, the Prime Minister said. I'm Zenobia Williams, and this has been a BIS Update.